this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, yes. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, home, home. Sweet Grenada, yeah, this is home.
Yeah, Grenada, Carico, Petey, Mondic, and the world. I'd like to welcome you to another Mikey Life program, people. This is where it all happens, the good, the bad, and the Mikey. Folks, things that you are hearing on this program you may not have heard anywhere else. We have no horse in the race. We give you undiluted, unbiased, uninfluenced news here in all the Lily Lolo. Now, I'm hoping that you had yourself a good weekend. Hope that at least you found yourself in some public place where there was something social happening, because you need a life at the end of it all. So, I hope that you had some time to have some fun this weekend. Listen, folks, I ain't keeping all of too long tonight, as usual. All right, let's talk about what y'all did for the weekend. I hope it was good, all right? So let's see. Turn us on here. Let's see what's making the headlines for today. Serious accident leaves multiple persons hospitalized, according to reports. Registration extended for Calypsonians and Calypsotens. Calypso, Groovy, and Soca Judges Workshop held on the weekend. Kelvin Williams has died. We're going to tell you about that. And 3 murders on Sunday takes Trinidad's murder toll to 260 for 2019 so far. And police in Grenada says that though there seem to be a lot of accidents happening on the nation's roads, last year's numbers are almost the same to this year's numbers when taking the first quarter of the year into consideration. All right, so we're going to talk more about that, all right here on the Mikey Life program. All your brace all yourself is news in all the Lily Lolo. Now, for those of you who are on Facebook, we encourage you to share the business. Because when you share the business, other people get an opportunity to see the program too. You know what I mean? So share the thing. We see that we are joined by the folks on WPG10, so we want to say hello to you. The people at home sitting down chilling, those of you in the countryside, boy, we cold landing, still want to say hello to all, you know what I mean? Yeah, boy, you're getting more in than anybody else, you know. Big up to the people in St. David's. Yeah? Alright, so people, I just want to remind you that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Duty Free Caribbean, Colombian, Emma's International, and WPG10. So when we come back, it's mass. Stay right there.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
The people say that is the best fete in the carnival. None of them men holding secret for me. None of them. The St. Andrews Development Organization, in collaboration with Mr. Elimas Gilbert, say Specky Show 2019 will be a movie. You must wear it. Some man love the rum more than the woman. From Trinidad and Tobago, the Calypsonian who empower women, singing Sandra.
The way you cock up like a bloody acrobat. The wife at home they can't, she can do that.
From St. Vincent, former soccer monarch Calypso and road match king Posa. And top Grenadian artists. Stay tuned for more info. For vending, call 404-8131. Specky Show, August 4th, St. Andrews Rainbow City Festival weekend. The color is red.
The 3rd Annual Caribbean Comedy Show. Saturday, August 17th at Spice Basket. Stay locked for more.
I own a glass. You see what I've done with it? You want to swear it raise a grass. Look, I am a very, very serious man.
Carrie can't seem to catch a wink and is craving a catnap. Meanwhile, Mary marvels at the majesty of her Monday morning, masterfully making multiple meals for many miners, mindfully making the most of every moment, making ready to move mountains, and mustering the masses to march out the door on time. Concurrently, Carrie clumsily corrals the kids to carry on to class, as Mary muses on memories of purchasing her marvelous mattress. Your best day starts tonight with a Sleep On It mattress from Quartz.
We all look forward to our retirement, enjoying our golden years with family, friends, and loved ones. The best way to secure an income during retirement is through investments, savings, and an NIS pension. Thanks to improvements in healthcare, Grenadians are living longer, healthier lives. These years also need to be covered by a pension to guarantee a comfortable life. Today you contribute 9% and retire at age 60. But as benefit expenses continue to rise, and with longer lifespans, the NIS won't be able to provide pensions and other social security benefits at this rate. To continue providing benefits, the NIS will need to increase the contribution rate from 9% to 11%, a 2% overall increase shared between you and your employer. The retirement age will gradually increase from 60 to 65 over an extended period. Let's put this into perspective. If you earn $1,500 today, your contribution is $60 and your employer pays $75. With a 2% increase shared between you and your employer, you'll now pay $75 and your employer will pay $90. That's only a $15 increase. These are the types of social security changes being made worldwide. In fact, Grenada has one of the lowest pension age and contribution rate in the region. With these small changes, you'll be able to continue enjoying all social security benefits and retire between age 60 and 65 with the guarantee of a pension from the NIS. If these adjustments aren't made now, then by 2035, the NIS will need to increase your contribution rate to 22.5%. So, what can you do? Support the incremental changes and continue with the solidarity of the Grenadian people. A little change today for a convenient, happy future.
Yeah, All right, folks. So we again would like to welcome you to the program and just let you know that we really appreciate your presence on the program. A lot of people from time to time gives us feedback on the program, and I want you to know that all of these feedback we appreciate it tremendously here on the program. All right, and of course you can always send us messages after the program and so on with your feedback on the program and how you think we can improve what we do for you. All right. Okay, folks, so we want to talk about the good first. And let's take a look at swimming, boy. We're doing really good in swimming. I think the finals is happening tonight. Just before I came on the program, I was watching at some races, all right? Grenada has gotten gold and bronze at the CC Can Swim Championships. They say that it has been an exciting weekend of swimming thus far. Well, it's the weekend done, and there's more swimming tonight again. And we have Grenadian nationals who are swimming, who are participating in this competition at the Central American and the Caribbean Amateur Swimming Confederation Championships, the CC Can. It runs from June 28th to July 3rd. So it's still at things, but I know there will a final happening tonight, so I'll find out exactly in what category. Now, Grenada's Aurelia Cherubin saw an exciting race, they said, you know, in the 20-meter breaststroke in a time of 2:49.53, 2 minutes 49.53 seconds. Now listen, that would have earned the distinct honor of a gold medal. You understand? Would you believe that? We got gold. Now that happened on Saturday night, people. Now on Sunday, it was young Nathan Fletcher's turn. It was, listen, it's Nathan's first CC Can appearance, you know. Was able to capture the bronze medal in the boys 11 to 12 50-meter butterfly. Now, as of Sunday night, Grenada's medal count stood at 2. Now, a 14-member team representing Grenada at the CC Can is excited about representing the island. The team has seen personal best performances from Zachary Gresham, who advanced to the final in the 50-meter breaststroke, Delron Felix in the 50-meter butterfly, and Pashawn Haynes in the 100-meter butterfly. Now the competition continues tonight. And then the final day is going to be on Tuesday. All right? So we continue our quest to the podium. You know, I mean, I'll give them a clap now. That's why I'm telling all of this. Listen, I'm telling all of that thing for all to clap and thing for all to appreciate what's going on in the people. That's why I'm telling all of the thing. So give them a clap. All you. There was a little event yesterday, boy, on the Panday Beach, Belmont. According to reports, one man got multiple sharp wounds and had to be hospitalized. See, the man was sitting in a vehicle when he was approached by someone using what appeared to be a cutlass. You understand? And get some real blows. According to reports, the victim sustained multiple injuries. You understand? Chop wounds to his neck, his shoulder, you understand? And several other parts in his body. Abdomen, legs. You understand? What exactly led to that, we are unsure. But we understand that one man is nursing injuries following that. Yeah? Anyway, we'll talk more about that one. We are moving on. We have a real thing to tell all you, know. We go. All you. The next thing that we have to tell all Grenadian, Kenisha Pascal, is making international news and regional news. You understand? And if you realize that the kind of news we want to tell all about Oli. You understand? Jake Rennie making news too. And when it comes to sports, Grenada is doing really, really good. You understand, people? So according to Eyewitness News, Grenadian Kenisha Pascal has finished second with a time of 41.32 in the 14th CARICOM 10K road race in St. Lucia. Imagine that, you know? Second place. Now St. Vincent and the Grenadines did well too. They swept the male and female categories with female runner Linda McDowell recording a hat-trick of victories in the event. You understand? They say Kenisha was very impressive. And she deserves that kind of recognition too. Although, clap again. You understand? That's what it's all about, appreciating our very own. That's the kind of news I want to tell you about in the beginning of the program. Good news, Sandal Foundation and the Rotaract, Grenada, they promote clean water in schools. Clean water. Clean water. Sanitary facilities and good hygiene practices are all integrally linked to a child's right to an education, which is why the Sandals Foundation, they say, is partnering with local and international organizations to invest in upgrading the water systems in several schools across the Caribbean. So Grenada is no exception. And so last Friday, the non-profit organization partnered with the Rotaract Club of Grenada to hand over the first of these water catchment systems to students and staff at the Parkview Preschool, which is located at Queen's Park, St. George's, ensuring that the new school year will see an improvement and an improved and healthier learning environment. Now, according to reports, the foundation will soon hand over a similar system to the Beaulieu RC school, and these systems will benefit over 350 students annually. I ain't making it up. Look at it on all the screen. You understand? But first I like to see young ladies leading and things like that. I watch that picture there and I say, God, that is the kind of thing I dream about. You understand? Young teachers, young female teachers, Akira from the Rotaract. You understand? Dillian from Sandals. You know what I mean? And they doing things, people. Them thing they gotta recognize, boy. Too many times you don't hear about bad news. Them thing doesn't make news, you know, people. When you're on Mikey Live, all you go see that on them. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Trying to balance it. There was a serious accident on the weekend in Wester Hall, boy. How that business happened, I don't know, no, Jed. But let me tell you that one. That one was dread. You know? Multiple persons were rushed to hospital following the crash, people. Emergency services were summoned to the scene to assist persons who were trapped in the vehicle. What exactly led to the business? I don't know, you know, people. Because I was Sunday now. This building is located right opposite the health center in Wester Hall. You ain't hard to find, you know, the business, you know where? You understand? Jano Star. According to reports, several persons had to be taken to hospital. You know, rushed to the hospital, you know. Yo, y'all didn't find me. Listen, man. Real accident and thing. But according to police, this year compared to last year, comparative period, there are only about 3 more accidents this year than last year. You understand? So though it may seem that we are having the worst, it is not that much or that many. It's not that far different from last year around the same period. But that is not to say that there isn't cause for concern, because last year was a very troubling year as well. You understand? So yes, there is need for us to pay attention to what's going on and see if there are ways that we could curb the situation. You understand? There are several suggestions. People are coming up with ideas in what they think should happen in order to curb the situation. You know what I mean? No star. We are moving on. We're trying to balance it. You know what I mean? All year. Registration has been extended for Calypsonians and Calypso tents. Now the Spice Mass Corporation has extended the registration for the Calypsonians and the tents now. That is for them to be able to get registered in order to be able to take part in this year's competition. Calypsonians are also reminded that you should walk with a fee of $50 in order to complete the registration process. Now, all Calypsonians desirous of entering the competition with the exception, of the reigning monarch must register in order to compete. Yeah, no. If no, but no, maybe. No, registration originally ended in June. I believe it's on the 21st. But they extended, there seems to be some kind of discrepancy where some people don't want to pay the $50 because they had never paid the $50 before, and the association said they must pay the money and then kind of business. So some people are refusing apparently to register because they're in business with that $50. If you're not going to increase, that's their argument. In some quarters, if you're not going to increase the prize monies, then how would you expect me not to pay $50 for registration, a fee that has not been there before? You see, we ain't no horse in the race, so we don't put him out in that kind of business. We just report in the news and take him part. You know what I mean? So lately that talk day. Registration will take place between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. at the Spice Mass Corporation's office, Unit 6D, Kirani James Boulevard, no later than this Thursday. I mean, what I'm saying is I could go on, I have a song to sing. And I feel like I could sing that song. Because there's this idea about this one song thing. Everybody wants to sing one song. Well, they want some of the artists to sing one song in competition. Like in Calypso, one song, in this one song. So I go sing a song too. I want to sing a song about one song. Scholar singing one song. Oh God. Specky singing one song. A Jamo singing one song. Papa Jerry singing one song. Let me leave that talk there. Because see, I'm about to get myself in no trouble. No. Yes, we're moving on. Now, there was a workshop held on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, for judges and for Calypsonians and things like that to participate to sharpen their skills now. And that's all in preparation of Spice Mass 2019. You see, just about 20-25% showed up and things, and that was good. You understand? So we spoke to Genevieve Gibbs, who is the chairperson of the Spice Mass Corporation, in terms of finding out the significance of the whole business.
This is a very critical workshop today as we get our judges in tune, refresh, get them ready for the upcoming season, being Spice Mass 2019. Just to review their craft, make sure that for some they are new, and for refreshers in terms of skills and capacity. Right now, the workshop before us is the one for the Calypsonians, which is facilitated by Mr. Hugh Grant. I must say Mr. Hugh Grant is a renowned facilitator. He's been a judge in excess of 25 years of experience from Trinidad and Tobago. And he's here today to share his knowledge with our judges here in Grenada to ensure that our product is improved.
Wow, well that's good. Now we also spoke to him. Yeah, we spoke to the facilitator, Mr. Hugh Grant, in terms of what are some of the things that they would have trained the persons on, and just a general idea of how important the workshop is.
What I did the lyrics in Calypso, the melody, the rendition, the presentation, and the originality. We went through the whole process, line by line. Also what I did, I went through the code of conduct for the judges, because judges also have a certain type of behavior, and the do's and the don'ts, what not supposed to be done, to ensure that John public sees exactly what they're supposed to see, which is an objective judge and unbiased judge. This afternoon I'll be doing practicals, and I will also be doing guidelines for Calypsonians, because too many good Calypsos have fallen by the wayside because of basic knowledge that they're not aware of. So I hope that when I'm completed, the whole project, that everybody will be better off as Calypsonians and as judges.
So both Calypsonians and judges were there, and so they had an opportunity to interact. They had also the opportunity to go through the criteria, take it apart piece by piece, you know, and they say it was good. In fact, one of the participants, Mr. Elvis Moraine, who has been around for quite some time, since I sing in Calypso, Mr. Moraine has been there, and he was saying that this is one of the best workshops that he has been to. We spoke to some of the participants and former judges about this workshop.
Well, the workshop is very significant because, of course, it allows for you to sharpen your skill as a judge. It allows you to hear different point of views from persons, not just the facilitator, but also your colleagues. It allows for you to seek clarity and to offer clarity on the whole process, the judging process, as well as it gives you an opportunity to practice. I have been doing workshops for many years, and some of this workshop for me is one of the best workshops I have done. I think the facilitator was able to explain some things that we were struggling with for a while, as you know, collectively as judges. For instance, the issue of melody. I don't think we've had any facilitator over the years to treat with that component of the judging criteria well. I think today we got that. We are going to get an opportunity to basically practice, to analyze what you're doing, and I think that is an excellent opportunity for a person to build their confidence, you know, to build competence in what you're doing. So I personally rate this workshop today as the best I've been to.
Well, I have been a judge in the past. I am not a judge presently, but I mean, I always feel that it is necessary to keep one's skills kind of fresh, you know, and to support the others who want to join the fraternity, and you know, so it's good to come to these workshops, hear different perspectives, learn from other people who've been doing this a long time. I have always advocated that persons who are interested, or we should say people who are interested in judging, ought to avail themselves of these workshops, because you come in and every time there is something new that you could take away, something that, you know, would help you to be able to hone your skills. Remember, it is of critical import, because the persons who you're judging must be comfortable that you are competent enough to be able to give an adjudication, right? So the more you do it, the more you hone your skills, the better you become as someone, and you grow your competence. But also for those who are looking on and those who depend on you to be able to give an adjudication, they feel more comfortable.
I have been a long-standing judge for the art form. Well, I think first of all, it's a great initiative by the organizing body, SMC. As we enter the season, which starts next week, it is important to reassure ourselves the tasks we have to do starting next week. So far, it has been very informative. We have taken a score sheet at each level, each element, each criteria, and we are responding on it, and I think it is benefiting the participants very well.
And folks, the judging of the preliminary round will start, I believe it's this Thursday. Throughout the weekend, you would expect to have different tents and so on, and different set of artists being judged on different nights at Carnival City. All the judging of the soca will be taking place in one centralized location, which is Carnival City, Tantine Netball Court, St. George's. All right, what else do we have to tell you about, boy? The Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited has awarded scholarships to 14 students as part of its annual Super Starter education. All right, and so that's good. Again, we want people to know about that. The Super Starter Investment Plan Scholarship Program. They say 7 silver scholarships, each valued at $1,000, were awarded to primary school students, and 7 gold scholarships, each valued at $2,000, were awarded to secondary school students. Now, the lottery draw was conducted in the presence of the bank's auditors. All right, and of course, they say for the past 10 years, Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited has awarded 140 scholarships throughout the island, assisting parents to cover primary and secondary school expenses. Now, this year, the bank presented 14 more. Now, to date, Co-op Bank has invested over $492,500 in the Super Starter Education Investment Plan Scholarship Program. Folks, it is with great sadness that we say to you that Mr. Kelvin Williams has died. Kelvin Williams, a gentleman, 36 years old. He was diagnosed with a rare type of cancer. He is no stranger to the program. In fact, he has been on this program and several other programs appealing to people for help. It was just about September of last year. We spoke to Mr. Kelvin about his situation. And he was saying that he really needed help. He said that his condition was serious. In fact, he was experiencing at the time severe pain from multiple complications, from a damaged heart and kidney failure, pain on his side, and so on. He was very optimistic that once he gets the help that he needs, he will be better. What he was asking for the time was help with the medical expenses. We brought it on the program, and several persons say, they feel his pain and so on, and would have committed to assisting whatever way that they can. But sometimes when they think fresh, and so we take things for granted. Folks, the man passed away in Jed. The man said he couldn't sleep at nights. He couldn't lie down properly. He couldn't sit down properly. The things that you will be most comfortable doing, he had problems doing it. And sometimes some of all they want to complain if all they have credit on all their phone. All this man wanted was an opportunity to live. All this man wanted was an opportunity to survive his illness, his complications. And in 2019, you would think that we would have come up with some sort of mechanism to assist people who are basically fighting for their lives at this age. It could have been your brother Jed. It could have been your uncle Jed. You know what I mean? We have all kind of funds and all kind of plans and all kind of business, and it's still a man dying at 46 because of certain complications with cancer and that kind of business. Well, how? But I'm not saying that through our intervention that survival is a guarantee. But what I'm simply saying is giving a man a fighting chance. West Indies fell 23 runs short of a record World Cup run chase despite a magnificent 118 from Nicholas Puran against Sri Lanka. You understand? Set 339 after a maiden century from Sri Lanka's Avishka Fernando. The Windies were 84 for 4 in the 18th over. Puran played some, amazing shots. You understand? But despite it all, West Indies still fell. 23 runs short of winning the game. So you can make easy money this carnival by renting a bedroom or an apartment to visitors in the home accommodation program. And to register your bedroom or apartment, you can call or message 405-8874 or 415-3811. That's 405-8874 or 415-3811. All right, they say that you have to hurry because people are already booking. All right, so if you want to be a whole part of the thing, go ahead and do what you can now. You know, you maybe have a little extra room in your house, something like that, and you just feel like you could make some money, then yeah, that's all you have to do. Audio, we want to tell Audio about that. Did I tell you about Jake Rennie already? Because I had to tell you about Jake, right? Did I tell you the whole thing about Jake, right? Anyway, if I haven't, just 1 second. All right, now Grand Graphics Designs Limited, they have a carnival special on right now on banners, billboards and stickers, also box trucks, and so they do the design on these vehicles and so on. So whatever your printing needs are, then you may want to check out Grand Graphics. They say that you need to give them a call right now, and the special would not be on forever. So take advantage of it like ASAP. You can call them a telephone number 435-1566 or 439-1566. You can also WhatsApp them, all right? They can be contacted via email at info@grandgraphics.com. Yes, so I am not sure if I told you about Jake Rennie. Well, maybe not, but listen, things happening for Jake, Yeah, man, and I just want to say big up to Jake Rennie. Of course, the sporting industry has benefited from your talent in the past, and probably it's a good opportunity to give back. And so, yes, man, Jake Rennie was announced today. Okay, I just need to yeah, 1 second, get the exact thing for you. Hold on, man, don't push me, no, man. Yes, that's Jake Rennie on the screen now. He was announced today as being appointed as the senior football coach at the Ministry of Sports. You understand? Senior football coach, people. You understand? So he's giving back in that way. So we want to say big up to Jake Rennie. And what we're going to do right now, people, we're going to take a quick break, quick break. And when we come back, there's more news in Oli Lili Lolo.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
The 3rd Annual Caribbean Comedy Show. Saturday, August 17th at Spice Basket. Stay locked for more.
Old got glass. You see what I done with it? You want to swear it razor grass. Look, I am a very, very serious man.
Pete is a perfectionist and a profound performer who perseveres proudly, procuring a promotion per annum. Meanwhile, Freddie frustratedly fumbles to figure out his own formula for fulfillment. Pete preserves his prime physical condition by picking at perfect produce, perfecting posture while pumping ponderous poundages, pursuing personal peace, and prudently purchasing prime sleeping apparatus. Your best day starts tonight with a Sleep-On-It mattress from Quartz.
We all look forward to our retirement, enjoying our golden years with family, friends, and loved ones. The best way to secure an income during retirement is through investments, savings, and an NIS pension. Thanks to improvements in healthcare, Grenadians are living longer, healthier lives. These years also need to be covered by a pension to guarantee a comfortable life. Today you contribute 9% and retire at age 60. But as benefit expenses continue to rise, and with longer lifespans, the NIS won't be able to provide pensions and other social security benefits at this rate. To continue providing benefits, the NIS will need to increase the contribution rate from 9% to 11%, a 2% overall increase shared between you and your employer. The retirement age will gradually increase from 60 to 65 over an extended period. Let's put this into perspective. If you earn $1,500 today, your contribution is $60 and your employer pays $75. With a 2% increase shared between you and your employer, you'll now pay $75 and your employer will pay $90. That's only a $15 increase. These are the types of social security changes being made worldwide. In fact, Grenada has one of the lowest pension age and contribution rate in the region. With these small changes, you'll be able to continue enjoying all social security benefits and retire between age 60 and 65 with the guarantee of a pension from the NIS. If these adjustments aren't made now, then by 2035, the NIS will need to increase your contribution rate to 22.5%. So, what can you do? Support the incremental changes and continue with the solidarity of the Grenadian people. A little change today for a convenient, happy future.
Oh yeah, and thank you very much for that, folks. And heading over to Trinidad, 3 murders on Sunday in Tunapuna, Lavantil, and Sea Lots have taken the murder toll to 260 for the year. You understand? Now those deaths involved young people, 32 years old, 20 years old, and a 38 years old. All right. Yeah, Trinidad. Now we want to take a look at a story that we told you about. Take your time with me, I ain't ready for you yet. A story that we told you about in St. Lucia, where a bus driver received some serious blows in what we could describe as one of the worst cases of road rage. They are saying that the incident that led to this incident had nothing to do with the man who was pelting the blows in this video, but there's a new conversation in terms of having some sort of self-defense mechanism for drivers of public transportation. Here is HTS News Force.
48 hours following the brazen and violent attack on Leclerc bus driver Gabriel Alexander, his colleagues are struggling to come to terms with the incident. The attack, which went viral on social media, continues to stir strong sentiments among the drivers, who complain that such incidents, both verbal and physical, on drivers are becoming far too common.
Something that's becoming a norm. Passengers, even with passengers, some of the passengers feel they could come on your bus and disrespect you anyhow, you know. So it's very unfortunate, the incident we had with the driver and the other guys, you know, and at the time it's like the driver is helpless because there are basically 3 fellas on one guy, and I mean he's very much less defenseless, you know, and other driver is trying to come to his aid and check what happened to the other driver, you know, and sometimes these things just go, nothing is done about it. Even sometimes this week there a passenger came there. He wanted to board my bus with a glass of rum. Because I told him he couldn't board the bus with a glass of rum, the man was like getting on, cursing, even threatening me and all these things.
The minibus drivers want to safeguard themselves against robberies and antisocial behavior. This driver says it may be an overreaction to talk of arming drivers with guns, as has been requested before.
Well, most of the time it's happened. Sometimes they stop the driver or they beat up the driver. With that incident happened on the Cruisley bus stop already and several bus stops. And I feel to myself, a lot of the fellas talking about drivers having firearm. It look like a good thing and it sounds very bad. Because if the government have to give drivers firearm, they will want to use it against one another.
Wednesday's attack was in a league of its own.
Sometimes I have incidents where bus drivers have been attacked, the monies have gotten stolen and so on and so forth. This one is a unique one.
The attacker was very persistent and brutal, even hitting out on those who tried to stop him. The Leclerc drivers want an example to be made of him in order to serve as a deterrent for other would-be assailants. Stanley Lucian for the HTS News Force.
What do you think about the idea of having guns for driving? Anyway, folks, let me leave that talk there. What we have for you right now, and we have to get right into it, is the National Report.
Welcome back with the news and details on Monday, July 1st, 2019. I am Sherry-Ann Noel. The Ministry of Agriculture is encouraging persons to subject project ideas in response to the current call for proposals under the OECS Regional Agricultural Competitiveness Project. The project is designed to help farmers, fishers, as well as the allied aggregators and agro-processors in Grenada to enhance their access to market and sales. Gregory Del Sol of the Agricom Department within the Ministry of Agriculture confirmed that a number of proposals have already been received. Mr. Del Sol said this project reflects government's commitment to revitalizing the agriculture industry. The project is funded by the government of Grenada through a loan from the World Bank.
This project seeks to support farmers to enhance their access to markets and sales, but to do so, bringing farmers into what we call a productive alliance. Or a cooperative or a cluster, as people might refer to it, where they bring individual farmers or a group of them, a minimum of 10 of them, with what the project refers to as an aggregator. Now, an aggregator could be a farmers organization, a producer organization, cooperative group, cooperative, fishers organization. It could also be a private sector SME person, a trader, wholesaler, trafficker, bringing together farmers to access sales. Now, the Productive Alliance also brings together buyers, brings buyers into the alliance, because one of the things that farmers have an issue with or a problem with is sometimes they plant and there's no market.
The deadline for submission of proposals is August 16th. A sensitization and awareness campaign is ongoing throughout the various agricultural districts to further explain the project.
The government of Grenada is taking the loan from the bank to, I wouldn't say give, but to invest in the agricultural sector.
Okay.
So what the alliances will get is what they will refer to as a matching grant. Now, if it's a farmers organization or cooperative or fishers organization, etc., they will get 80% of their proposed investment up to a ceiling of 120,000 US. Now, that's both for the aggregator, the organization leading the alliance, and there's also support for the individual farmers involved in the alliance. So the farmers will get their support via a voucher program, and the aggregator or the agro-processor will get theirs via a cash transfer. So they obviously have to have some skin in the game, because government is giving you, I mean, 8 out of the $10 that you're going to need to carry out your investment.
On conclusion of the call for proposal, Del Sol says an independent committee will review the proposals received and grade accordingly.
Those ideas scoring 70 points or higher, we will then provide support so they could develop fully fleshed out business plans. Those that are like on the margins, we will return it to the applicants with the corrections or the additions that we would want to make to it, and they have a 15-day window to rectify those and send it back to us. Those that really don't make the grade, we obviously will have to
tone them down. The actual goal of the project is to form at least 20 productive alliance or clusters. The project also seeks to support 800 beneficiaries, with a minimum of 25% being women and 25% being youth. The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands is the entity which will lead the implementation of the AgriCom project, with the project coordinating unit providing procurement and financial administration support. Foreign Affairs Minister Honorable Peter David has lauded the Organization of American States, OAS, as a vital support base for development-grounded innovation. Addressing the recently concluded 49th session of the OAS General Assembly in Colombia, Minister David underscored the positive impact that collective efforts in the multilateral setting can provide. In this regard, and voiced the concern that recent trends have shown that development has lagged behind in the approach towards allocation of resources by the organization.
We realize, however, that there is even more that can be achieved through greater cooperation on the part of member states. There is much that we can learn from each other in order to accelerate our own growth and competitiveness. The OAS is the ideal avenue to achieve this. In this regard, Chair, I want to encourage colleagues to commit to reprioritizing engagement with the development work of the organization in the coming year.
The Foreign Affairs Minister comments followed the presentation of the report of the Council of Integral Development, CIDI, by Her Excellency Yolande Smith, Grenada's ambassador to the United States and permanent representative to the OAS. Ambassador Smith has been chairing that council on Grenada's behalf for the past 6 months. This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Every summer, the Spice Island of Grenada is transformed into the Caribbean's biggest party, Spice Man.
Well, foreigners from all over, coming down to Grenada.
Come experience the warmth of our people, trending theme fats, the revelry, the pageantry, and why we are the Jab Nation. The Kids Our Future shines on August 3rd in the Children's Carnival Frolic and the Junior Calypso Show. 7 beauties take center stage as the Queen of Carnival is crowned on majestic Thursday, August 8th. The prestigious Soca and Groovy Monarchs are crowned on Carnival Friday night, August 9th. Enjoy the pulsating rhythms of the Still Pan at the Junior and the Senior Panorama on Carnival Saturday, August 10th, and Real Steel, August 17th. The March Gras crowns the Calypso Monarch on Carnival Sunday, August 11th. 2 days of frolicking in the Caribbean sun kicks off on Monday morning, August 12th, with the biggest juve in the world, followed by pageant and Monday night mass. The creativity and splendor of our mass parades on the road Carnival Tuesday, August 13th. Join us in the Jab Nation of Grenada, August 8th to 12th for Spice Mass 2019. Many events, one carnival.
Welcome back. Fisheries Minister Honorable Alvin Dabrio has commended the Guave Improvement Committee for what he deems another successful fisherman's birthday celebrations in Guave. The June 29th celebration in Guave, also known as the fishing capital of Grenada, saw the exhibition of booths with fish and other seafood products, along with arts and craft in celebration of fisherman's birthday. The celebration began with a church service at the St. Peter's RC Church, followed by a procession along the lands onto the Lands Bay, where a brief ceremony was held, at which time the boats were blessed.
I also want to extend a hearty thank you to the staff of the Fisheries Division for services rendered to the industry and all the staff at the various fish markets around the islands that serving our fisher folks. Celebrations are used to acknowledge the significant contribution made by fisher folks to food security, provision of high quality nutrition, poverty alleviation, sustainable livelihoods, and foreign exchange earnings, which are beneficial to us here in Grenada.
And finally, Grand Roy Pan Angels will open Sunday's Pan Expressions at the Tanti Netball Complex with a selection by Rihanna on Faithful. They will be followed by Pan Lovers, Flow Comancheros, Rainbow City All-Stars, New Dimensions, Republic Bank Angel Harps, Suzuki Warriors, and Florida All-Stars. Interim Chair of Grenada Steel Band Association, Victor Ashby, was on hand to witness the draw for positions, and he told members of the media that Sunday's activity will be one not to be missed.
We promise much pan, plenty pan, fulfilling pan. We want the entire pan-loving nation to come join us at the Tantin Netball Court. I say before 5 p.m., but I know you're gonna hear Bram at 5 p.m. And don't miss the first Bram. Don't miss Grand Roy, and don't miss the big Pan Expression Show.
Representative of Republic Bank Angel Habs Brian Sylvester and Suzuki Warriors Michael Robertson, who will be performing in positions 6 and 7 respectively, also made a plea to patrons to come out and support on Sunday evening.
I expect to have a keen competition among the bands. My hope would be that the general public turn out to the event, not just for the soca aspect of it, but for the pan aspect of it, because I can assure you that the bands have been waiting quite some time, because this was a competition that was scheduled earlier in the year and had to be shifted around. So the bands are keenly expecting, anticipating this competition, and most bands have been preparing for quite a while. So it would be of a very high standard.
We have a nice mix of experienced players and students. I would say it's about 50-50, or just slightly over 50 in terms of the school kids. But we are well prepared. We have been preparing for a couple months now. We have also started our junior preparation and our senior preparation. So like Brian says, we're just looking for good, clean, keen competition on the day. We're asking Grenada to come out and support Steel Pan. We know there was a lot of crap and negatives throughout the year last year, but we want to show Grenada that we are united. The Steel Band movement is together, and Pan is alive and well.
Pan Expressions in 2019 will be twinned with the day 4 of the Soca quarterfinals on Sunday, July 7th. The Pan Expression is scheduled to begin at 5 p.m. with the participation of 8 of the 10 registered steel bands on the island. With this, we come to the end of the National Report for Monday, July 1st, 2019. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Sherian Noel, thanking you for viewing.
All right, thank you very much, Sherian, and the rest of the team who has done the production of the National Report. And folks, what we want to do is to take a look at the generic weather, see what we can expect to get for tonight. So we see that the wind is just about 18 kilometers per hour, and we have the humidity just about 84%. Precipitation is marked at 0%, and the temperature for now is just about 28 degrees Celsius, and we see here it's going to go low to about 27 degrees Celsius. All right, guys, and so that's what we have for the weather for tonight, and we hope we can get some rain, not too much, just good enough for us. Before we go, we'd like to say hello to Wendian, Charmaine, Shireen, Rolanda, as well as Kevin, Doris, Zaka, Charmaine again, Nika. I see we have John. How are you doing, John? I hope all is well with you and the family. Josephine is here with us as well, and Cece is with us, and DC, Patsy is with us as well, and Rose, and all the others who are all the regulars, man, who's always on the program, Rayburn, and the whole crew currently on the program, Nika and Angel, Eunice, and the whole family, man. Blessings to you. All right, guys, thanks again for watching, and we're going to come back on Tuesday with another Mikey Live program. God bless you. I'm out, and take care. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, ja, no. Good night, everyone.